2020 year in review. So I'm not here to talk about the obvious, we all know about the pandemic, but of course we do need to make a quick mention of it. Personally, my very close friends and family have all remained healthy, most everyone has kept their job, and everything is good. How are you? I hope everyone out there is okay, man. I truly, honestly do. This year in some ways has been a blessing in disguise because I've been working from home a lot and I've been able to spend a ton of time with my 2-year-old son and being able to be a part of his daily life that I would not be able to had I been in the office. So there's always something to be thankful for, even in the midst of a pandemic. So onto the cars. Fine Movement actually was pretty inactive for about half the year. Whoops. About May is when we started releasing videos again, but everything was happening before that. It was actually Christmas last year, Christmas 2019, when I had put my JDM D16A inside of the EG. But then the car just sat for a long time. Reason being, I was waiting for a ported oil pump. Where do those oil pumps come from? Japan. Where was there a big old pandemic going on? Well, China, but you know, it had hit Japan by that point. Parts weren't being shipped out, you know, shipping all over the world. You know, I don't know how that works, but oil pump kept getting held up. So I'm waiting a little bit more. And then I got to a point where I'm like, I'm sick of waiting. So I just went ahead without that oil pump. I just wanted to start this thing, man. I just wanted to get the car going. I was so sick of the thing being on jack stands. Recalling back to those times, like my whole attitude around the car was just, it's a piece of junk sitting in my garage. Like, that was it. Like, I had no fun doing it. It was a real downer, honestly. So then I really got my act in gear and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start this thing, ported oil pump or no, whatever. You know, I'm gonna get this thing going and I know that's gonna motivate me. And sure enough, it did. I got the car back together, fluids put in, boom, fired it up. It was awesome. I had a small little leak at the time, but I knew exactly what the problem was. There was nothing leaking until there was something leaking. And I know exactly what it is. Stupid little oil seal, I just needed to go ahead and replace that. Fired the car up again. Yes, success. It was so good to have a driving car again, and I started to get my feeling back for it, you know? I'm like, I do like this car, that's right. So, but then I actually introduced another new element to the channel in my EK. Well, it's an old element, it's been around for a long time, but I wanted to go ahead and do a little mini series refreshing that car up a bit. Mostly the interior, because that's where I sit when I'm driving the thing for an hour going to work every day. And it was disgusting, and it totally needed a revamp, and I'm super glad I did it, because now I'm actually really happy with the interior of that car. It looks really good and was well worth my effort. Check out the episode where I had taken my OEM carpet, cleaned it up, painted it or dyed it using like a black dye and put it back in. Dude, it came out so good. But a ton of you gave me a lot of awesome feedback on that. It came out really, really good. And a lot of you guys even sent me pictures of you doing your own, which I thought was really cool. And that brings me to another little point. During this past year, I've met quite a few of you online just by talking through Instagram. I really appreciate talking to you guys, all of you. Even if you've never sent me a message or whatever it is, never liked a photo. My point is, it's really nice to meet the nice people in the community, the Honda community, and are able to share ideas back and forth. There's a few of you who I'll mention later in this video. But so anyway, red EK aside, that thing was looking good. My focus really turned on the EG again, and I was like, okay, this is going to be the year of driving, or at least what's left of the year, because by that point there was only a couple months. I really wanted to get the car in a bit of a better state because I was not happy with how the interior of that car was looking either. So I painted it. It was spray paint. It cost me hardly nothing. It's not the best paint job, but I like it. It came out pretty dang good for a heck of a lot of elbow grease and then spray cans. Check those episodes out if you haven't. They're a few months back in playlist. But so with the interior of the car freshened up, I was like, yes, you know, it's feeling good. I was like, hey, let's book the track day, man. I had a couple little issues come up. But so I took an extra couple weeks then, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna drive this thing around, see what falls off, see what hangs on, make sure nothing else goes wrong, you know? I don't wanna get out to the track and then have these stupid little problems that mess up my whole day.
Down over top of that, when I went ahead and picked this thing up, it felt like it just was hanging on by a thread, and boop, it kind of just fell apart. And no, it wasn't just like this. It obviously had electrical tape around it here, and then it had some shrink wrap right here. It has some shrink wrap up around it too. Crimp this guy, the crimpiest crimp you've ever crimped. I'm just gonna do this with these pliers here, so everybody chillax it out a little bit, okay? I know, this ain't the proper way, blah, 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 blah. Thank you, internet. Again, I'm just gonna see if this works. If this is it, if this is my problem, then we'll do something better, come up with a better solution here.
Woo! Yes! Yeah, all along, man.
And all of a sudden, the Florida sunset looks that much more beautiful.
So we finally get back out to the firm, and man, it felt so good. And to be perfectly honest, I was really nervous about it because it had been, I don't know, at least a year since I had been there. And that time that I went, the past year, I only did the parade laps because my car ended up burning so much oil in my old D16 Y8 engine, if y'all remember that thing. Ugh, so I'm glad that's gone. That's done. That's done. That's done. Don't bring it up. But so it had been a minute since I'd been out there and actually turned some laps. And unless you've ever been to a racetrack and driven your car around it in anger, you just don't know, man. You know, you could be like, oh, I do street pulls all day long. That's cool, man. That's cool if that's what you like doing. It's just not the same. It's just not. Weight transfer, learning how to read what the tires are telling you, the power. It's just, dude, even with a D series 100 horsepower engine on a good day, it still feels pretty quick. Ha ha ha, says all the guys with the K series and the built up B series. I know, but again, unless you've driven it on track, you just don't know. So drive your cars on track, people. That's why we build these things, right? Oh, look at all my cool aero mods and blah, 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 all my awesome spoon parts. Well, it's like, yeah, it looks great sitting in your driveway, I guess. Use the thing, man. The first track day back was super successful. Like, for real, the most successful track day I've ever had in the 3 years of owning this car now. 4 years? I think it might be 4 years. Ugh, God. So much time has been lost with this car just sitting in my garage and me wrenching on the thing. No more, people. Like I said, this is the year of driving. And this coming year, 2021, as long as everything continues to work and not break and not fall apart, I'm gonna keep doing that. I really hope you're enjoying the track day videos because a lot more are coming. And I'm gonna be doing some different stuff. I'm driving some different cars as well from friends who are coming out and let me drive their cars. So be staying tuned for those episodes if you haven't seen them already. But man, getting back out, driving the car, like I felt so good and confident back out there again. Well, I was building my confidence and you know, thankfully the car has been super reliable. Engine oil, coolant, all holding completely steady, exactly as it should, right? But I've been out there setting new personal bests for myself and you know, no one cares about those numbers but me. Maybe Travis, I think he cares too because we're kind of competing against each other, but we're not. We're thinking about building the cars for TT5, TT6 class, NASA rules. More to come on that. But so we have a little bit of a thing going. We push each other. We're like teammates. This is like refined movement teammates. If you follow Formula One at all, there's always two, the teammates, and who do you want to beat first? Your teammate. So, you know, that's just the way it goes, but it's definitely a friendly rivalry. We absolutely help each other out at every turn we can. So I hope to just keep getting back out there, man, putting in more laps. I'm getting more and more confident in my car, and I'm starting to get ideas in my little snowman brain here on what I want to be doing to change the setup to hopefully be able to get the car to do what I want it to do more. In some sense, 2020 has been, you know, a really crappy year. Worldwide, bigger issues than car stuff. Yeah, it's been a totally different year. But there's been a lot of positives too. And I hope that's true in your life too, man. I really, really do. And girls, I know a few girls watch this channel, so man, that's awesome. Hi, girls. But so I hope for all of you that, you know, you've been able to take some positives out of 2020 and, you know, let's move forward into 21 and just try to make the best out of what you got going. But so a few people I want to shout out because I've been talking to a few of you throughout the year and it's been really nice. James Mail at Concept286 on Instagram, really nice guy. I was messaging him back and forth quite a few times on some various parts for the EG, and he is actually the one who sent me my visors for the EK, the interior. Thank you so much, man. Like, that was awesome. I paid him for it. It's not like he just sent it to me. But, you know, that was really, really cool because he's actually over in United Kingdom, you know, pretty far away from my little spot here in Florida. So it's just, that's amazing still that those kind of interactions can happen. Anthony at Budget Track Junkie. Really cool talking to you, man. Always talking kind of setup stuff. He has an EG as well with the Z6. Really nice talking to you, Anthony. Man, I really hope we can get on a racetrack someday together. I know you've mentioned grid life. We'll see. Trav and I've talked about that too. Yeah, we'll see. Sean Bat Race, I believe it is. Trying to think off the top of my head again. I believe it's Bat Race 7 on Instagram. Sean, really cool. He's actually building his car for VTech Club out in California. How cool is that, man? Like, that's the spot. That's kind of the spot maybe where I should be. But awesome, dude. Really nice talking to you. Keep building your car up, man. That thing is gonna be awesome. You're gonna be getting in great seat time if you haven't already. Quite a few of you guys keep messaging me over and over, and I'll message you as well. You know who you are. I talk to you on Instagram quite often. And so, just to everybody who's checked out the channel, seriously, thank you. I really enjoy making these little videos, and I know they're not the best quality, they're not awesome production, I don't get everything right. I have a ton of fun doing it. And if you stay tuned to the very end of this video, which, you know, it's up and down on whether that happens because people skip through the videos all the time. I know you do it. I know you do it. I have some awesome stuff coming in 2021. I've been working on some little things in the background. I've been talking to some companies. I've been doing some things, buying some stuff, making some space in the garage. I'm not gonna give nothing away about it, but there are some exciting things to come. I am super excited about it, and I hope you will be too. And I think you will be, but we'll see. Let's get into 2021. Keep working on your projects, have fun with them above anything, and get out on track, would you? Happy New Year, everybody. Talk to you in the next one.